Cool. All right. So let's finish up our Boromir here. This won't be a full 2-hour stream today. It'll be about an hour, most likely, to finish him up, and we'll be good to go. But let's work on the so yeah, we'll do a couple things. I want to finish up the sleeve there, so I'm actually going to grab Marigold Yellow for this. Marigold Yellow and a tad bit, where are we, right here, Rust Brown. But big update of the day, though, is I've got the Streamlabs merch store totally set up. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, I know people were asking when I would have, like, if I was gonna do the old Mini Painting Studio t-shirt that I had, like, back in the day, or if I was gonna be doing, like, I had a Scholar shirt whenever we did the painting event, and then we also had a Comparison is the Thief of Joy thing at one point, and so I knew I could do it through Streamlabs, I just hadn't done it. But so if you just go to minipaintingstudio.com/merch, or you just go to the website in general, it will hop over, and you can actually see, like, the stream chat and everything too, if you bounce over there. But we've got all of the stuff. We've got the Scholar Program shirts, the Zenithal Prime shirt, the Japanese college logo, the staff shirt that I've never had for sale, and that's it. So you can check all that stuff out. And I'm pretty sure they use Redbubble for their production, and I've bought stuff from them before, so that's what the trucker hat that I wear, the Mini Painting Studio one. If I'm not mistaken, too, the Comparison is the Thief of Joy stuff that I had made was from them as well. Okay, so I'm taking Marigold Yellow and Rust Brown, and I'm making like a golden color, and that will be the brightest tone, hopefully on the edges here on the red. So it won't desaturate the red, and it won't pull it to kind of that like orangey fire color. I'm hoping it just sort of is like a neutral edge. Let's see. There you go. That's nice. Okay. Going over here. I just wanted to make the edge a little bit brighter. I feel like we didn't have slightly enough definition there through the shirt. Okay, that's fine. And again, that's just a little bit of Marigold Yellow mixed with the Rust Brown. Cool. Yeah, I just felt like the edge there wasn't really doing much for us. I'm excited for the Dominion stuff to get here. I was checking out the different, what do they call them? Storm hosts, there you go, for Stormcast, because that's, you know, the no easy option paint job out of that box. And I think we're going to be doing, I don't remember exactly which one, but they have green armor, gold trim, and dark red accents. It's something like Vindication maybe or something. I forget which. But I think I'm going to use Phthalo green for all that, so it should look pretty insane. And I do have a couple Stormcast miniatures here, so I'll probably do a test paint job. Okay, so we're gonna work on this cloak. I also may or may not have gotten a couple Fire Slayer dwarves as well, so that way I want to do like ash skin, so like ebony, so like, you know, like rust brown up to a kind of bluish color. Don't run out of Phthalo green. I have, I think, 20 bottles, so I'm not running out. Even if I did, you can just buy it from Vallejo. But anyway, all the Phthalo green's going to be tinted, so it doesn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I probably, even if I had 100 miniatures, that's not even like a fifth of a bottle. That's like one airbrush full, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're gonna start working on the Caperino. I'm gonna add a little bit of this leaf green. It was jungle moss and then some leaf green, so dark green and a nice middle of the road green. So we will be taking this. I think we airbrushed the last cloaks on Frodo and Gimli. If we need to do that today, we will, but I'm not, I don't think we'll need to. I don't know, we'll see. I think we went back and airbrushed shadows, if I'm not mistaken. Still sick today, obviously. I am feeling better. I have like 10% more energy. Everything's slowly clearing out of my head, but I'm still coughing a whole bunch. Still wheezing, all that good stuff. Looks good. There's a tiny micro support right there underneath his head. I missed that. Most people's orders, you'll be getting your tracking update here shortly for people that were like ordering from the 9th to the 12th or whatever. Very excited after showing you guys the miniatures from yesterday. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with them, especially like the Anubis and the. I'm excited for the big Pharaoh mummy guy just because he has so many like weird details. We're gonna get to have some fun, especially with the way that we've been doing the Miniature Monday paint jobs with the Signum stuff. But big shout out to everybody on Patreon. We've got our second class for this month. Yesterday, one of the patrons upgraded so they could make sure to get our secondary lesson for this month. So remember, check that out. Patreon.com/MiniPaintingStudio. We're going to be painting up another wizard and doing all kinds of cool object source lighting. And then, of course, big welcome to all the patrons that we've gotten this month so far as well. We've got quite a few new people this month, so it's always great news and exciting. And remember, we do have the scholar shirts and all that stuff available on the merch store. Feel free to check that out. You can go to the website, hit the merch link up at the top, or follow, or just type in the URL that you see in the middle of the bottom of the screen. But yeah, I ordered a few of those shirts. So, last time I ordered from them, it took about 2.5 weeks. So, I'm assuming it takes pretty much the same amount of time that it always has. I mean, it always takes 2.5, 3 weeks, depending on what you're getting. Nothing has embroidery. That's typically the worst. I wish I had been able to do hats with them, but all of their hats require embroidery, and I'm not... I could design one that'll work, actually. I'll go ahead and do that, but just in case, but like... It's not cheap. Anytime embroidery is involved, cheapness goes out the window. But the hat that I do have from them is really, really nice. Is it in here? It's in the other room. But you guys have seen it. Super, super sturdy. Put a little bit down the middle here if we're going brighter. Yeah, no, I was really sick. I had bronchitis and all that good stuff. So I'm behind on everything right now. But today is day 3 of all my antibiotics and the steroids and everything, and I'm feeling good, right? It's just like I'm still a bunch of stuff in my chest and all that good stuff. Stomach hurts from all the congestion and classic sicky. But yeah, I mean, I really hadn't been that sick in a while. Like, normally it's a sinus infection thing, but it just went from bad to worse very quickly. Like, literally over the course of like 2 days. But it was awful. It meant I didn't get anything done like towards the end of last week or this weekend. And then getting the medicine started on Monday was, I mean, it was just awful, you know what I mean? Like, I get it's weird to think, but I get most of my like emergency work done over the weekends. And like a lot of the 3D printing stuff gets done over the weekend. All that. It was really brutal. Like, I literally couldn't breathe, and it was so hot. It was like 120 degrees in the garage, and so I was having to open that to vent it, and it smelled like resin and IPA alcohol, and I couldn't breathe already. It was just it was so bad. So alright, so I'm gonna do one more layer very gently with just that leaf green. If we compare, right, so where's like Frodo or somebody right here. So comparing capes, right, like that's actually probably a little bit brighter than it needed to be, so maybe the cape is fine. We need to do some boots though. Boots, clean up the face. So I don't know what color his shoes were supposed to be. They're probably black leather, but I'll go ahead and just do a dark brown. So I will grab Noir Black. Let's do Noir Black and Auburn Shadow. No, I'm on the mend now. I literally just like had to like yesterday. Monday I was kind of chilling, but I still did too much, and then yesterday I did like the bare minimum of everything I had to do, and I think yesterday really helped out a lot more. Sorry, I was checking something over here. I didn't have any of my things up here. All right, cool. All right. Where's I did have fun yesterday. You guys really liked the little dwarf. Oh, that's right. I I didn't think about that. I can't put him on that because of the way that he's glued to this base. But thanks so much for all of the love on the paint job from yesterday. I think we had a really fun time doing that. It's blowing up here and on Instagram. feels cool. Okay. Nice reddish brown. Add a little bit of off black to it. There we go. I'm gonna thin it down because we do have some Zenithal there. The totally not Amazon Prime Zenithal Prime shirts are available too in the merch shop. I wanted to do it in a hat, but it just doesn't work with the embroidery. The Prime little smile icon is actually, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's a paintbrush. Because I was playing around with the idea, and I was like, yeah, you could make the smile part a paintbrush, and then obviously do a gradient. Because, yeah, I know I'd spoken to a patron who was like, it'd be funny on a hat, but with the service, you can't really do that. If it was like screen printed, that'd be fine. And again, too, whenever all these are done... Oh, we have a sheath right here. I'm going to paint this brown. I'm going to do all of it with the same brown. Whenever all the Lord of the Rings minis are done, they will be put up for a silent auction. They will be done as a group. So I know that's kind of, you know, that does kind of gatekeep some people's ability probably to win the auction, right? Because you can't just bid a little bit, I suppose. But I would have done them, you know, separately. But it is like, it makes sense to have like why would you... You know, no one's going to bid on just Sam, you know what I'm saying? So, it makes sense because it's the Fellowship of the Ring to do them all together. But they'll all have the finished bases they're supposed to have, all that good stuff. I'll obviously be showing it off too whenever it's ready to rock and roll. And we'll have that rocking. I still think I will do the silent auction too for the Warhammer stuff whenever it's done, but we'll just have to see if I can like convince Sydney to play one game, and if she doesn't hate it, then maybe that doesn't happen, but... Alright, so I mixed in a little bit of the Auburn Shadow. Simple volume highlights here. This stage really is just sort of blocking in the base color outside the shade color, which is what we did first. We just need to get the implied tone there. And then we'll go in and texture all that good stuff. You can see how well the 3D primer worked on my fingernail there. Made it through many hand washings and 2 showers since yesterday. It's funny too, like Vallejo primer comes off pretty easy if you get it on your fingernails. Badger primer does too, but the other one is just like, dang. Yeah, Pippin, not the best character. Alright. Just Auburn Shadow, maybe with a little bit of mixed in Marigold Yellow. There you go. Pretty much like a 1-to-1. Now I'm focusing on the volume in the shoe. Shoe volume. It's like Shoe Carnival, but with speakers. I love that leather, but it's so hard to distinguish. So we need to go a little bit brighter. Let me add more. I'm gonna do a brush tip of marigold yellow in there. Let's do 2 brush tips. So we're going way brighter, but I feel like it'll be worth it because it's so hard to distinguish what I've done. Let's see. There we go. If we want worn leather, that's what we're going for here. I can't even tell, like, it's just so dark down there. So rather than worry about much, I'm just gonna kind of get the tone, make sure we have some color. Oh, throw the miniature. Always required. We'll just back out, who cares? I'm using really thin paint that's drying pretty much immediately, so I can just keep going back over the same spots. Keep building up how much is there. Simple and effective. And then I'm gonna do just marigold yellow, kind of like a dirty marigold yellow, like just whatever was dirty in the brush is what I'm just gonna let it kind of taint a little bit. And then I'm just gonna go back and do corners, scratches, all that good stuff. Where'd that hit? I don't see it. Is it on camera? Is it easier to see? Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but when I did that, I swear I touched the brush on something. Maybe it hit his hair. It either hit the hair or the belt, because that's pretty much the same color that we're using on the boot. But I definitely just did that somehow. That's funny. That looks pretty booty to me. Pretty booty. All right, we'll do this one. Okay. Epic boot time here, I know. Okay. Alright, so we've got the leather here. Why don't we do the same thing, huh? Hope you're all doing good out there today. I know I saw Rob here. Trash was here. Wasn't Garrett here? Ralston. What's up, Ralston? How are you doing? Hey, Trevor. Let's I feel like we need to build up his hair again. I don't know. They're just in like the hands. Okay, so that's really what we should be going for here today. Fixing the hair and the hands. Did the cloak. Really, he's like almost there, right? We just need to kind of fix little issues here and there. Let's go back into the hair. Now then, that's kind of the funniest part, is this color works for his hair. Whoa, where's my... Sorry, out of focus. There we go. I am going a bit brighter right inside of his hair there. I don't want to go like blonde, but you can obviously... I mean, I was using almost pure marigold yellow. But it doesn't look blonde, right? No, definitely not. So, you know, you just have to be careful. You don't want it to go canary on you. But highlighting that up a little bit obviously helped separate the hair and the face, which was all sort of blurring together there. There we go. Now we're going back and building it in. Let me get the side of his eyebrow. What sucks is all of the other miniatures, their eyeballs were like pretty obvious. His are very small compared to everybody else. So I don't know if it's because the sculptor, like when he puffed out the cheeks, maybe it sort of removed or did something to some of the area that the eye was in. I don't know. Going through and hitting these back edges here that we sort of loosely did. Let's do the top. See this side? Yeah, this side's much darker. Okay. Trying to pick out some different volume there. There we go. That helped. Helped round out the top of his dome. Okay. What should we do with the, sorry. Oh, you know what? Let's do really dark. We need to do a little freehand here. We need to make a little hole in his sleeve. There we go. Because obviously, the cloth would not be flat like that. And then we'll go back and kind of clean that up. And I'm just gonna mix like rust brown and auburn shadow, and we'll just kind of loosely go back in right here. Just make sure that edge exists for the sleeve itself. There we go. Just a little perception trick there. Now it looks like his arm's coming out of a sleeve, right? Not just a weird surface. Alright. I need some white. We're gonna make a bit of a gray. Go around the edge there. Little non-metallic metal here on the top. Nothing too intimidating. Adding more white. There we go. Darken this up a little bit. That helps. I just went too bright too fast. Hey, sibling. Hope all is well down under today. Oh, you know, we need to do the chainmail, don't we? We've literally done nothing to it. Okay, so why don't we mess with that? So I'm just going to take a pretty standard middle-of-the-road gray here. And we're going to block in the color. We're not going to worry about the actual chainmail texture yet. as we do. Pretty easy. Thankfully, this is like the only chainmail we have to deal with. Today's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream. We're gonna finish up this miniature, and then tomorrow we will start the next one, and that should catch me up into next week. So we pretty much lost a day of just playing around. You like the new merch? Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I like the Zenithal Prime one's funny because that was an idea that we've had for a while. But I really like the Scholar shirts, and yeah. Yeah, I never thought I would be photoshopping fake Amazon Prime logos, but oh dang, my computer just froze on me or something. Are we cool? Are we cool? What happened? Whoa. 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 Alright, we're fine. I think we're cool. That was really weird. Everything just like froze. Oh. Let me reset this. Boom. Alright, now we're cool. Okay. Go in with a little bit more white. This time around, I'm going to add like a little bit of auburn shadow or something. I want it to have a little bit of like a warmer tint. So just a little bit. And now I'm going to go for the bottom side of some of the Ringos. I feel like maybe that jump was too much. Let me see. Mix down a little bit. Yeah, so I mixed it down a little bit to a little bit darker gray as we moved up to the brighter portion of the arm here. I'll go back over and paint over the very bright color I just applied. There we go, that's not too bad. On the very top, I'm just using the side of the brush. Move our way to the side until I can just use the brush normally. Okay. Now I'm going to that brighter color. Let's see, right across the top down the middle, I'll do the side of the brush with the brighter color like that. And then I'll just start hitting the edges. Cool. You know, why don't I use the same gray, the darker one here, not the super bright one, and try and outline these hands again. These gloves, giving me problems last time. And it was just so confusing because of, like, the shape of them is just so, like, flat. I see, and I even just tried to outline the shape and it just didn't work, but I will tint that down a little bit in the middle, make it darker, so that way I can go brighter on the fingers up here. Let's see. Because, yeah, it's just that, the back of that hand just drive me crazy. Yeah, that's better. Section that out. It's like, you know, you just need to increase the contrast on a smaller object, so doing it brighter brings it back in. I mean, it looks similar to the metal, right, in the chainmail, but I'm not really going to try and fight that. That is for sure. So then why don't I do, let's get like some dark sort of wash we've got out here. What's up, Pete? You like the Zenithal Prime shirt? Yeah, I think if it didn't have the little paintbrush on it, I mean, it'd be funny, but I really think the paintbrush kind of helps it. So I'm gonna take, why don't I grab, like, let's do Bronze Shadow, I think. We're gonna do Bronze Shadow, and then 2 different glazes here on his blade. I want his blade to appear to be very shiny. So, okay, wait. Okay. Where's, okay. So I'm gonna do military blue, or just any kind of grayish blue. We're gonna sort of like reflect the objects and materials around the blade. Oh no, that's a metallic paint. Get out of here. Get out of here. We don't use metallic paint. Get out of here. Of course I say that before I trap myself into painting a Warhammer army with non-metallic metal like a true moron. Okay. So I'm gonna make a glaze out of the Bronze Shadow. Very thin. And I'm gonna hit right here, next to the bracer. Bracer in the bags and all that good stuff. Pretty subtle. Let me zoom in. Okay, and I'm gonna hit right here. Over here by the belt. Okay, so we've got 2 little tints there. Now then, we're gonna make a glaze out of the military blue, twilight blue, whatever you're rocking. If you've got the same colors, whatever you used previously for a nice bluey. We're gonna put it right here, next to the hand. Down here. A little bit right there. I'll put a little bit here, just to shift things up a bit. You know, we can even do, let's see, super thin jungle moss. Hit that little bottom corner. That's really about it, though. Maybe the top, just to shift it a little bit. Okay. So we need a darker color. We can attempt terrifying eyes here. The eyes on this miniature are not like the other sculpts, so that is why I am intimidated. Alright, we got it blocked in. This eye, Lord help us. This eye's more open. Okay. Let me darken this up. It should be dark. It should be dark, just like under the arm. Okay. All right. This is gonna be so... Okay, I'm doing it off camera. Alright, we got whites in the eyes. Woo, boy. Woo, boy. That was a lot. A lot to deal with there. Look, he's got a face, alright? Man, look at this, look at this, look at the shadow of the face right here. I love that. Look at the structure we built in. That boy blowing on his horn. Is that appropriate? Is that bad? But look at the volume. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. Go for the volume on a shape, and you'll be alright. Alright, so... I'm gonna do the eyes real quick. Okay, I'm not super happy with the placement of the pupil there, but we're gonna go back in. I mean, like I said, this face is so much more distorted than the others in terms of eye placement, so let me go back and try and clean it up a little bit. Really hard to do. Even with a larger miniature, I'm still terrified of eyes. Okay. I think that's all I had to do was just go back in with a little bit of white. Alright. There you go, see? We got an eyeball. It's a miracle, Jim. Alright, so what are we missing on him? I guess we didn't do anything with that sheath, so... I don't know, get like let's get Succubus Kiss. Seems to be a color we're enjoying recently. So remember, tomorrow we're going to be starting Legolas. And then after that, we've got a crazy vampire guy. So we're going to be starting Legolas tomorrow. Where's his base? Right here. He has a cool base. Has like a tree on it. So we'll be rocking and rolling on him. He will be our next and final Lord of the Rings guy. And then after that, I'll get them all spiced and spruced, and you can bid on them for $1. The whole group for $1. Now I don't know if $1's what you need, but you can definitely use $1. You know what? Let's do. Hold on. I'm gonna just put clear magenta out here. I'm gonna mix that with the Succubus Gears. There we go. This is like what I would call Eldritch Purple or something. If it were a food name, it would be Crystal Light Stain. Most likely. Okay. Well, Boromir. Boringmere. I like how you turned out. I don't think you look awful. You know, we were really questionable at one point in this operation. I went through and did the handle the same color. Maybe it has like the same leather wrap as the sheath. What's weird too is like, wouldn't the sheath, like, I feel like the sheath should be longer? Like, I don't know, maybe it's perfectly hidden. is the idea. We do need to go back and highlight up the little ribbon there. I'm mixing rust brown and magenta for our highlight color. Let me get some black right back behind his hand, because that's like a weird gray kind of. It's very, very not visible on camera, but it is screaming at me. So let me get back there. There we go. It was like the brighter gray paint had gotten back there, and it was messing with the contrast. Okay. Well. Ladies and gents, I like him. Another Lord of the Rings mini in the books. Really, you know, the one that I think, you know, Sam's cool, but I feel like Gandalf might be like the one I think is the least impressive, really. Maybe I need to go back and work on Gandalf some. I don't know. I think it looks okay. Oh, we didn't do his eyes. Let's do Gandalf's eyes, since we already did eyes on this guy today. Gandalf the Blind. Should be a crime. Okay, we got the black in there. I always do black first, white down the middle, in between the black, and then you go back on top. I know there's like a billion ways to do eyes, but that's the one that works best for me. Alright. Now we've got the white in there, the black around it. He has really small eyes too. It's interesting seeing which ones have larger eyes than others, I guess. Alright. Remember, if you did join us late, I'm going to make a post about it later. But all of the merch is up. Now it's done through Streamlabs. I believe it's Redbubble that does the actual production. But all the shirts are up there. The Scholar shirts. Zenithal, Prime shirts. All that good jazz. Alright, Gandalf's got eyes. He's no longer blind Gandalf. Okay. Well, okay, I mean, other than his base, of course. Finally, these two are done. Definitely pleased. I love the leather on Boromir. I think I just need to go back and add more contrast to Gandalf. Maybe just a dark gray airbrush into the recesses, something like that. But thanks so much for hanging out. So tomorrow, right, remember, now that, really, I needed to push everything back a day this week anyway, so tomorrow we'll be starting the next Lord of the Rings mini, and then I'll have a plan sort of what we're doing next. The Patreon minis for next month, we have the Chocobo Rider looking really awesome, and the Harpy Queen. Remember to check those out if you haven't already. What did you not find? I think I may have missed something. And then the Miniature Monday minis, we got this Anubis, this awesome sort of Nefertiti, Cobra, Priestess, big old Mummy, Bruiser, Qatar, Blade Fist Boy, and a Elf Assassin. So definitely going to be fun next month. But that is it. Thanks so much for hanging out again today. So we did our little catch up, and I will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. So, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll make a post about it too. That way on